everyone, it's Robin. In my last video I shared an in-process tutorial on creating a masculine fall card which I'm sending to my son in college, and then so now I'm going to share an in-process or tutorial video for a card that I'm going to be making for my daughter. It's not an autumn card, but it's very girly and pretty and feminine, and so I'm excited to be able to make that with you today. So I'm starting off with a piece of 5.5 by 11-inch piece of cardstock. This happens to be Stampin' Up! Naturals White. I chose this one because it's nice and thick. I scored it at 5.5. I'm going to be putting a lot of embellishments on it and things, so I wanted a nice sturdy durable card. And the paper collection that I'm using is this This and That by Echo Park, and this is the Graceful collection in the 6x6. And then I have my a lot of prep work already done just to save some time for the video, and I've gone ahead and painted around all the edges of everything with this Snow Cap Adirondak dabber. So let me go ahead and get started assembling. I'm using my scraps. The 6x6 or the Echo Park all have this hole in the top of it, and you're seeing all my scraps. They all have this hole in the top of it, so since it's going to be hidden anyway, I just decided to put it to use. So you won't be able to see it once the card gets put together, and you'll be able to watch that. I'm going to have an image over it, basically. So let me just get some tape on here. I'm going to have this fold in a, it's not really portrait style, but from bottom to top. That tends to be the way I like to do them, just because you can set them up easier than having them this, oops, good demonstration there. Okay, so I'm going to have it face this way. The next layer that I'm going to use is this one, and, oops, I'll get my gun here. I'll just leave this up on my desk. I'm going to put this a little bit, well, probably halfway. Let me see, now I'm a little bit higher. I did that in my last video. I'm indecisive. I tell you, I guess I'm a little rusty. Haven't made videos in a while. The next layer that I'm going to add is this is going to go and get attached to this. And I cut this using this Eyelet border punch. Not sure if that's available. I picked mine up a couple years ago from Stampin' Up, so it may or may not still be available. Okay, so I put the tape on there. I'm just going to line this up on here. I really depend on this grid paper. I really like it. Okay. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead. I love the back of this too. It's really pretty. A little busy for the card. I would have had to use a really small piece just because it's just such a big bold print. I'm going to go ahead and put this over to the left hand side of the card. Leave room for my flowers here. I hope I'm doing this straight. Oops, I'm a little bit off screen. Sorry about that. The next thing I'm going to do is add a piece of lace, and that is from Wild Orchid Crafts. This is the LA 00008. And I already have that cut. I'm just going to line that up along here. And it doesn't bother me that I'm going to have it hanging off. I kind of like that look. Let me see. I do like that look because I'm not going to even put it in an envelope. Wow, I just added a lot of glue there. It's going to go in her goodie box. So let me see. Oh, I'm going to do this crooked, I'm afraid. Okay, no, I didn't. Yay. Okay, I'm going to turn this toward me because it's just going to be a little hard without the line there. Boy, my glue gun's really spitting out a lot of glue. I think I used a different glue stick than I'm used to. And it's leaking and no fun. So I did put that over a little farther than I wanted to, so I'm going to go ahead and trim some off. Not too much, because like I said, I do want it to hang over. Okay, and then a little bit, even this up on this side. Okay, so I like the way that looks. It's all about adding a little bit more dimension and depth. Okay, the next layer is my stamped image. This is actually a digi image, and I colored her in with my Promarkers, and then I paper pieced using some of the paper from the collection, and then I chalked around the edges in a blue, light blue, not quite to match the dress, but just a blue. And I'm going to go ahead and add that right here to the center. And I wonder if I should pop that up. No. Yes, because of the lace. Again, being indecisive a little bit, but I'm just getting back into doing videos, and so I'm not as smooth as I was when I was doing them several times a week. Alright. Let's make sure I'm in screen. Okay, put this in the center. Cute. And then the other embellishments I'm going to add a 20 millimeter open rose. I have these punches that I punched out from the paper collection using this leaf punch. I believe that, well, I know it's Martha Stewart, I just don't know the name. I saw where some people, when they first get a punch and it's still in the package, they write right here what the name of it is, and that's such a good idea. I wish I would have known to do that a long time ago, because it would make things easier now. But it's a pretty common one, so I'm sure you guys know what one it is. Okay, I'm looking at I took a picture of this so I would know where everything goes. I had it all laid out, and I showed hubby, and he liked it, so I said, alright, that's what I'm going to go with then. And add this one right here.
Alright, so I'm changing things up a bit and finishing the rest of the video out using a voiceover. It just got too long and I wanted to shorten it up for you guys. So I hope you stick around. I'm adding here some 20 millimeter ivory open rose, or one actually, not some. And then I'm going to tuck in a minty colored Cosmos daisy and a 15 millimeter open rose in a pink, now another one in an ivory color. And I have a couple more to add to the bottom here, but first I'm adding in some pink stamen. And I've had these for quite a while. Don't often remember I have them. I was going through my drawer the other day and I found them tucked in the back of it, and so I decided to pull them out and use them on this card. So just kind of using them as filler as needed around the card here. So the rest of the card goes pretty quickly. I have it sped up a little bit, probably that's why. But okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add in another pink tone 15 millimeter open rose there to the bottom, and then another ivory colored one, and then lastly just finishing it off with another pink one, a two-tone pink open rose. Again, that's 15 millimeter, and checking it out, making sure I like the balance. And it does need another one up there at the top by the Cosmos daisy, so you see just I'm bending it over there to make room to tuck it in, to make it look like it belonged there in the beginning. So, and that is just another two-tone pink 15 millimeter open rose. And now I have a Martha Stewart butterfly punch that I punched from the pattern paper and added Stickles. And then I'm just going to add the final 3 flowers. This is another two-tone pink. And then I have an ivory one just to balance it out. Making sure again that I like it. And just about done. Adding in the final Cosmos daisy. Then I'm going to start working on the sentiment. And for the sentiment, there's a close-up of it. That little girl looks so much like my daughter. I love it. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to use it for a card for her. The sentiment that I'm using is a very old Stampin' Up! Set called Short and Sweet. Not sure if it's still available, using the Love You sentiment. And then the ink there is Primrose Petals. Just a nice rosy pink. And I'm going to be punching out with the pattern paper just a scrap of yellow there using the Modern Label Punch. painting around the edges again to help it fit in with the rest of the card using the white or the snow cap dabber by Adirondak, punching out the sentiment with the word window punch. And I will get the card back in screen here in just a second, as soon as I get that adhered. Okie dokie, there it goes. Adding some pop dots to the back. And I do actually add in some more embellishment, so be sure and check out the pictures at the end. Alright, that's our card for today. I hope that you enjoyed watching it come together, and I always enjoy creating for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll consider giving it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.